everyone, welcome along to Bishan Stadium this Friday evening for match day 2 of the AFC Under-17 Asian Cup Saudi Arabia 2025 qualifiers, where we will have Singapore taking on Tajikistan, with both nations looking for the points needed in their quest to reach next year's main event. This is the second of 2 fixtures on the program today. The first one was between Oman and Guam, and it was a comfortable win for Oman, 18-0. Another difficult afternoon for Guam out here in the qualifiers. A big opportunity though for Tajikistan to take a positive step towards qualification tonight. If they defeat Singapore, a win will give them 6 points from their first 2 matches, which is where Oman are at this point, after their wins against Singapore on match day 1 and against Guam earlier. For Singapore, this is a must-win contest for them as they try to keep their slim hope of qualification alive after a heavy 5-0 defeat to Oman in their opening fixture of this tournament. With me in the commentary position is Hide Kamis, former coach who has had plenty of experience coaching younger players and senior pros as well. Hide, what have you made of the matches we have seen so far in this group?
Well, it's been tough to watch as well. I mean, I'm a big fan of youth football as well as the senior level, and to see these score lines, the 33-0, the big score lines that we've just had before this game, 18-0 as well. I feel for the Guam players, and they have been traveling for quite some time and a long way as well, and it's not the result definitely that they are looking for, but again, this is going to be a learning experience for them, and also to try to look forward to their next agenda and try to improve on their performances. Especially in youth football, you have to be a bit more forgiving. They're only 16, 17 years old. They have a lot more to offer in the future, and hopefully they take the lessons that they learn through these international matches, because that's exactly what they want, to play international games and improve and get on from there.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing these sides shutting the stuff out here on this lush playing surface at Bishan Stadium. It's Singapore against Tajikistan coming right up. More on this fixture after the national anthems. Surudi Mili for Tajikistan first up, followed by Majulah Singapura for Singapore. there's a lot of passion and pride on both sets of players as they get the opportunity to represent their nations, whether it's at senior level or at youth level. Still playing for that flag on your jersey, and they'll be looking forward to coming up against each other. A lot is at stake in this contest for both these nations. Those are your match officials. The referee for this one is Shashanka Madhushanka of Sri Lanka. Assistant referee Parakrama Hematunga, and the second assistant referee Nuanid Donjangri. The fourth official Jack Morgan of Australia. This is the starting 11 for Singapore. They have made just one change. It is an enforced change with the suspension of their captain from the last match, Ilya Naufal, getting sent off late on in their first fixture against Oman. That means that Dani Kalish comes into the side, and this is what Angel Toledano Flores has gone with. Keep a lookout for Sarvin Raj and Ray Pei. They'll be looking to try and run at the opposition defense and cause a few issues. Lots of pace up front with Muhammad Helmi. There is Angel Toledano Flores under a lot of pressure. He's been with this young side for a while now, and he'll be looking for some sort of response this evening against very tough opposition.
Very tough. It is Tajikistan. You can see the lineup, not a lot of changes there, but I think those changes are pretty much being brought in by the coach Marco Regini just to rest some players.
Well, three changes for Tajikistan. Bakodur Nazar Zoda, Parviz Bobo Nazarov and Jafoev Umed, 12, 17 and 21 have to take their place on the bench this evening. They're out of the starting 11. They have been replaced by number 6, Samialo Davlatov, number 13, Zarif Zoda, and number 14, Ramazan Bakhtaliev. That is Marco Regini, the head coach for Tajikistan. Has been the technical director of Tajikistan since August of last year. And former Kelantan FC head coach back in 2021, spent one season there at the club. Here he is looking to try and get Tajikistan into the AFC U17 Asian Cup 2025 in Saudi Arabia. Hide, having had a look at the lineups, how do you think these sides are going to set up tactically?
Well, I think Tajikistan is going to play their own game, and they're going to be dominating the ball a lot more. They're going to move fluidly as well going forward. Looking at the number 7 here, Mohammad Nazriev, who actually scored 14 goals, a huge amount of goals in their last game against Guam. And I think Singapore will be looking pretty much to defend the spaces and protect the gaps and the spaces in between the lines, and to do damage control and look for the counter-attack when they go forward.
Well, there is Mohammad Nazriev, his 14 goals all coming against Guam. A 33-0 win for Tajikistan against Guam in their opening match. It's probably no surprise that Mohammad Nazriev is the top scorer in the qualifying phase. Well, here we go then. It is Tajikistan. Get us underway in the first half here at Bishan Stadium, playing in the all-white, going from right to left on your screens. This is the AFC U17 Asian Cup Saudi Arabia 2025 qualifiers. Group J, Singapore yet to score. They've played just that one match so far against Oman. It wasn't all that bad for them in the first half. Just the one goal conceded through a 20th minute penalty, but they fell apart in the second period of the game. A lack of fitness and intensity really started to show, and the Omanis started to just show off their power, enjoyed themselves, and displayed their superiority over Singapore in the second half of that contest. Tajikistan will have had an eye on that game. They will know exactly what to expect from the home side. They'll be looking to try and get off to a very good start here and play at a quick tempo if they can. Tajikistan already looking comfortable in possession early on.
Looking like they are playing for the back with the captain and also number 2 Khrodin Rozikov as the 2 center backs. Number 13 as the left back Zarif Zoda. And they're looking to stroke the ball around and feel the opponent first before launching their attacks.
Winning the second ball, there is Ahmadjon Shoaib. A few tactical changes for Tajikistan in this fixture as well. Just players swapping positions.
Well, I think if you have the quality and you know that you are pretty much superior than your opponents, you can tinker a little bit more in terms of putting players in different positions and let them learn and understand the role of a teammate before playing their normal position back again.
As Ramazan Bakhtaliev in central midfield alongside the number 6 Samyalo Davlatov. So fresh legs in those central midfield positions. Nice and patient in possession. And they need to be. Calmly done by Ahmadjon Shoaib.
For Singapore, it's also important here to really swing together with the ball as well. Even though they are not attacking you vertically, you have to make sure that the gaps are not being opened up.
First free kick of this match is won by the number 22, Abdul Samad Melik Muradov. Helped himself to a goal in their last fixture. Physically, they have that advantage as well, don't they? Tajikistan coming up against this Singaporean side. We'll have a look at this from Melik Muradov. Picks up the loose ball and helps his side to win the free kick. Well, you can take your pick there if you're the referee. A couple of infringements in that situation, and this is danger for the home side. Very early on, Tajikistan in control. It's a shot from range, and it's the first goal. Right over the head of Jarek Gung. Tajikistan taking a very early lead. Ramazan Bakhtaliev.
Well, that's a pretty soft goal to concede, especially from range. I think Jarek didn't really manage to get a glance or a vision from that shot, even though he was from at least 20-25 meters out. Everyone was thinking that the ball was going to be played into the penalty box. And the number 14, Ramazan Bakhtaliev.
Well, it was actually the number 11, Haidarsho Kudoydodov, who scored from range. That's his third goal of this qualifying process. That's another shot from distance, this time from Singapore. Number 19, Dani Kalesh.
Well, that's exactly what the Singaporean boys are going to look at. Mistakes from Tajikistan and try to punish them as fast and as quickly as possible.
There's a lot of movement in this Tajikistan side, isn't there? Nazrullah Ashurali Zoda is also just dropping off that forward line into deeper midfield positions, leaving Nazriev to lead the line at times. Really good goal from Haidarsho Kudoydodov with that effort from range, and a variation on the set piece. You expect a side like Tajikistan playing with lots of big players, lots of good height in there. They almost sort of just made Singapore think there was going to be a ball being played in, and then Kudoydodov lifts one in from range.
When you are physically not as tall or not as strong with your opponent, usually you try to get your numbers back and try to defend with as many as possible, which allows players from Tajikistan to be free outside the penalty box, which was exactly what happened during the goal itself.
Mustafa Hasanbekov, the number 5 in central defense for Tajikistan. Real commanding presence, a real leader at the back. That's the foul on Bakhtaliev. I mistakenly thought he was the one who scored earlier. It was actually number 11, Hudoydudov. Taking the contact there from Ray Pei.
Well, Ray actually playing in the middle here with Danish, or rather Dani Kalish playing on the right-hand side. Nikhil Ilyan, Ray Pei, and also Harith Danish providing that midfield 3 in the center. Interesting setup here again from the set piece.
Yes, Hudoydudov with the delivery into the area. That's been cleared away. And all the way out for a goal kick from Samyalo Davlatov.
Also interesting to see that Singapore is opting not to build up.
Well, it's smart, isn't it? I mean, if they do try and play it short out from the back, then they'll put themselves under pressure immediately. Or do you think they should be doing that anyway?
I think they should give it a go first. You know, see if they have that confidence and ability to try to beat the press if Tajikistan goes and press. And if they have been successful, they can try to repeat that process again.
That's very tidy in possession. Zarif Zoda. Nice link up down the left. Good combinations, and Tajikistan are a side who like to build through the wings and create danger from the wider areas. Wasn't a good pass out from Merojidin Rozikov. And Shafril. Strong challenge, regains possession for his side. Nikhil. So a chance for some possession here for Singapore. Not seeing much of the ball. That's Pei. No sliding in, but it will be a throw-in to Tajikistan. Well, as a nation, they have decent pedigree at this level. Qualified for the 2019 FIFA Under-17 World Cup in Brazil. Also made it to the round of 16 at the Under-17 World Cup in Korea Republic back in 2007. At Asian level, finished 3rd here in Singapore, which hosted the AFC Under-16 Asian Cup back in 2006. And there was also a runner-up finish in Malaysia, the 2018 tournament. Tajikistan making into the tournament in Thailand last year, but didn't get out of the group stage. Here they come again. Well, this time it is the number 14, Ramazan Bakhtaliev, also a threat from distance.
Yeah, he was allowed to go forward and drive forward as well. There wasn't anyone really putting that pressure in, especially in midfield. Look at this situation here. The captain, Harith Danish, just again not putting enough pressure in. Just stopped halfway. Look at the amount of space that he had. Could have done better with that shot.
Oh, that's a good challenge from Davlatov. That's nice play. Nazriev still with the ball for the moment. Wanted a free kick, isn't going to get it from the referee. Singapore looking for the counter. Sarvin Raj not giving up on this. It's straightforward for the keeper, Rahman Kulov.
Well, the pass was a little short from the number 10, Ahmadjon Shoaib. Pretty lucky that the goalkeeper, Rahman Kulov, was ahead of Sarvin Raj. Definitely late from the top scorer of the team.
Sarvin Raj looks for the crossfield pass.
A good work from Malik Muradov in the end, using his physical size just to block that path going forward.
Held onto the ball well there, Ashur Alizoda. He's got 6 goals himself. Number 9 for Tajikistan. There's a lot of good mobility in this side. Nice tidy movement off the ball.
Passes are good hit with good pace, good weight to it as well. And a lot of off-the-ball movements from the Tajikistan players.
That's Pei. Singapore looking for triangles of their own. It's been played out nicely. Shafrel. And that's the frustration there with the simple passes being turned over. You see Dani Kalish not too happy with the quality of that pass, wanted it played in behind.
It's also about the control and the setup as well, right? You want to make a good pass, you have to make sure that your first control when you receive it is good enough as well, just to set you up, your body position, your balance. And it hasn't been really happening for Singapore the last 13 minutes.
Rozikov. It's a mistake from Tajikistan's number 2. Hasanbekov cleans up. Ashur Alizoda popping up on the right-hand side. Seems to be given a lot of freedom.
Well, he seems like he's a number 10 with a lot of freedom, given the free roll just to overload areas on the sides, also to drop deep to collect the ball and help out the number 6, Davlatov, and also the number 14, Bakhtalev.
Singapore making it into the AFC Under-16 Championship on 2 occasions. One as a host in 2006, the other in 2008 when it was held in Uzbekistan. Failed to get out of the group on both occasions. It's the Under-17s. It used to be known as the AFC Under-16 Championships for a bit of a rebranding.
Number 10, Shoaib, deemed to have fouled Sarvin Raj. Quite a strong challenge as well.
Sarvin Raj, who plays for the Lion City Sailors. That's Rauf. Gives it away to the opposition, and a chance for Tajikistan to break. Zarif Zoda. Now Nazariev is just offside as it was played into him. He wanted to pass earlier.
Yeah, but again, good management of line from the Singaporean defense. Shafrel Ariel managed to hold and control all of his other players to stay with him. Was just a little late by the Tajikistan left winger for that pass.
Mohammad Nazariev, who plays for Istiklal back home. That could have been a good pass out wide into Sarvin Raj. Just couldn't quite get it under control. There's an issue here for the goal scorer, Hudoy Dodov.
We've been trying to see how they are going to bring Sarvin Raj into play here. I think there were a lot of times where if you look at the situation, it could be just body-to-body challenge. There was a pull, but nothing more to it as well. Let's look at the goal again. Ball being played out of the penalty box. I think Jared really didn't see that ball coming. His reaction was a little too slow. Nobody was really marking the goal scorer here. Was being brought out injured. or getting treatment at least on his shoulder.
16-year-old Jarrett Gung in goal for Singapore. Started the last match as well. Also plays for the Lion City Sailors. There's been a lot of talk about how there are a number of players in this Singapore squad from the Lion City Sailors system. And for Tajikistan, it's a similar sort of story. Majority of the players are either from Istiklal or FC Dushanbe. And so strong in these challenges. Wonder if he's actually a little bit unfortunate there. Number 22, Malik Muradov.
Well, it was a little high, but the ball was up in the air for both players to go for it.
Oh, it's a yellow card as well for Malik Muradov.
It wasn't this one. This one looks okay. Yeah. Yeah. It was a little high and dangerous. He starts what it was in and showing. Was there really any contact? I think there is a little, but was it worthy of a yellow?
Well, I guess the referee might be thinking that it looked like he went in with both feet. And maybe there was a bit too much force in that challenge from Malik Muradov. It's a yellow card for him anyway, and on we go. You can see that Dani Kalish is not too negatively affected by that.
Well, the loose ball came from one of the Singaporean players losing the ball as well. I think his miscontrol allowed Tajikistan to put enough pressure to win the ball back.
Shoaib gets it back from Hudoydodov. 65% possession for Tajikistan. No surprises, really.
Yeah. I think this is also how both teams have set up to play this game with their strategies and game plan. Singapore looking to defend deeper and allowing Tajikistan to hold on to the ball a little bit more.
As Hassan Bekov plays it forward. Could have actually just let it run through there. Rauf, the one in a white shirt in behind him. It's another foul here on Dani Kalish, and it's from the same player.
I don't think this was with intent. I think he wanted to take that shot. Maybe he slipped and fell and got Dani Kalish in the end.
It's Malik Muradov, who's already on a yellow card, who's gone through Dani Kalish again.
He has to be careful. Being talked to again by the chief referee, the main referee.
Malik Muradov, 16-year-old from FC Dushanbe.
This is exactly what you do not want, Singapore. You don't want to give possession away like that. You have the ability to build up, try to build up a little bit more and see what happens. You definitely can. You definitely have the ability to do it. Now have some confidence to do it as well. And I think the more you give away the ball, the more you need to defend, the more tired you are, and the more you can't build up because you're too tired to do that.
That's Pei. Good turn under pressure. Very nicely done. He's quite comfortable in possession in number 8 for Singapore.
Well, so far, we haven't seen anything from Savin Raj. He's really exciting player on the ball. He can take you on with good 1v1 skills, but he needs to be on the ball. I think they are trying to bypass him, trying to play to the striker and for them to win the second ball, which is pretty much not his strength.
Well, he saw some glimpses of his quality against Oman. A few situations playing off that left. He's the sort of player that can really make the difference, as you've mentioned, Hide. just with the quality in the dribble, but it's about getting the right sort of service into him, isn't it?
I don't think you should be giving him the responsibility of putting pressure for the second ball and trying to win it, because I don't think physically he's strong enough for that. Play the ball to his feet. Let him do what he wants to do or he likes to do.
Zarif Zoda with the throw. Nudge in the back of Nazriev. Rozikov. Hasanbekov. Shoev. Now those are the moments.
Yeah. I think those are the moments you have to be mature enough to know when to release it, when to keep it, and recognize whether it's a good opportunity to go for the counter-attack.
Was that game awareness, a little bit of tactical intelligence in those situations, perhaps required, Hide?
Yeah.
Is that what you put it down to?
Yeah, exactly. It's no rush as well.
Hasanbekov. A lot of time on the ball here. In the first phases of possession for Tajikistan as Singapore look to just sit back. There's pressure on Bakhtaliev in midfield.
Oh, what an ambitious shot from the captain, Hasanbekov. Well, I initially thought that he wanted to play a diagonal ball to the left side.
It looks like there's going to be a change here early on for Tajikistan. Information I'm getting is that Abdul Samad Melikmuradov is going to be coming off. Yep, it's his number. I think he's surprised as well that he's being taken off. I wonder if it's precautionary in terms of the fact that he's already on a yellow card. And Marco Ragini just doesn't want to take any chances. There's that hug for his player explaining the decision.
Well, that's good player management, I guess.
No player at any level wants to be taken off this early on in a match, and I think he's just saying to him, listen, I had to take you off just to be
safe,
careful, and also perhaps it keeps him fresh for their next match, which is a big one between Tajikistan and Oman.
I think he pretty much set the substitution decision after the first challenge, after the yellow card was being given. The one that he went straight through Dani Kalish here as well. Number 7, Mohammad Nazriev just fouling his marker, Shafril.
So the number 15, Abdullah Ibrahim Zoda, is on, making an appearance on that left side. Also from FC Dushanbe, Abdullah Ibrahim Zoda. Zarif Zoda. Rozikov. Hasanbekov.
See the movement there from the right-hand side. The moment the captain, Hasanbekov, has the ball, the right back, who is on the ball now, the number 10, Shoaib was pretty much going up, which allows the goal scorer, by 11, Kuroidodov, to occupy that space back again.
Ahmad John Shoaib with the throw. Zarif Zoda quickly on to Ibrahim Zoda. Surrounded by 3 red shirts there, Ibrahim Zoda. Gets support from Davlatov, who puts a cross into the area. That's been headed away. Back in possession are Tajikistan. Bakhtaliev in those central midfield positions. He tends to be the one that pushes forward a little bit more. The number 6, Davlatov, will hold his position just in front of that back line. Well positioned there, Safril, for another header away from his own penalty box. Harith Danish, first time we've really mentioned his name this evening. Hasn't really had much of an opportunity to show his qualities in possession. The Singapore captain, number 10, playing just in behind Muhammad Helmi. Right up front, that number 9 for Singapore. Isolated.
Yeah, you can see how deep the Singapore boys are defending here. And you're putting yourself in a difficult position with those kind of clearances.
Ibrahim Zoda with a ball into the area. That's a good save from Jarakung. Oh, nice effort there. Well worked by Tajikistan. And did well to keep his shot on target here as he's coming onto it.
Yeah, look at the cross as well. Pretty smart. 2 players marking him, finding that little amount of space for that cross for the number 14. Could be number 14.
That's a good save from Jarakung. Much better on that occasion, Jarak. Pei. Tidy in possession again. Just finding it difficult to progress the ball forward when they have it, Singapore. That wasn't a good pass out to Rauf from Lut Harit. Immediately put him under pressure, but they've done well to recover it. There's Nikhil.
You can see Tajikistan is not pressing as well, right? That you have that opportunity to build up. You don't really want to go direct straight away. You have to choose your pass really well now before going forward. And again, the moment you hit the ball up in the air, you're going to lose the ball and you're going to start defending again.
Well, that's not a good challenge, but that is the strength of Ashur Ali Zoda. He was clattered into by Nikhil and he didn't even bother to go down.
Well, here he is again.
Nazrullah Ashur Ali Zoda. Ibrahim Zoda. Having to just go back and recycle, work this forward again, Tajikistan. Given away under pressure. Harith Danish did well there. Again, going for the longer ball. A lot of these longer passes just going straight to a player in a white shirt. This is Nazriev. Shut down by Shafril. Doidodov on the right-hand side. Really dynamic, the number 11 for Tajikistan.
Well, we have 2 side players, a left footer playing on the right and a right footer playing on the left for Tajikistan. Even though they have a decent sized striker with Nazriev in the center. Pretty much tells you they prefer the combinations rather than direct crosses from the side.
A lot of combinations, especially in those wider areas, Hide. There's Nikhil, nowhere to go, but he was able to win the free kick and ease the pressure on his side.
Well, that's exactly what you want from your central players, to protect the ball when it needs to be protected. Especially in areas where you can't really risk losing the ball.
That's a lovely turn from Harith. And just a glimpse of what he's capable of when he gets it.
And he needs players like him, needs the ball on his feet. He can't really defend for the whole 90 minutes. He needs this build up. He needs these small little movements for him to show what he's capable of. And a good turn by the captain, Harith Danish.
Well, very different game for Tajikistan in terms of the number of goals that they've been able to collect. There could be potentially real danger here That was a foul from Shafril. I'll be surprised if he escapes a booking.
Yeah, he didn't look like he was. Ah, no, the card is out now.
And it is the right decision.
Yeah. It was pretty much really doing all his level best to stop the Nazareth going forward.
So just the second yellow card of this match so far. First one was shown to Abdul Samad Malik Muradov, and it's actually led to his substitution. As Marco Rajini not taking any chances, taking him off. Bringing on Abdullah Ibrahim Zoda. Shafrel Ariel, the second player to go into the book.
A lot of discussion between these three players. I think the substitute, Ibrahim Zoda, is the one taking responsibility for this free kick.
This will be taken by Ibrahim Zoda. Not a bad idea to try and test the goalkeeper from range, but it just wasn't on target. So Jarek Gung was comfortable.
Pretty much didn't need to really move at all for Jarek Gung, or was going out and wide.
Seven attempts for Tajikistan, just one for Singapore. And just two of those efforts from Tajikistan on target.
Well, if you consider the scoreline in the previous game, Tajikistan, Singapore is pretty much doing a decent job in terms of minimizing those chances for Tajikistan.
Yeah, at half-time against Guam, Tajikistan were leading by 17 goals to nil. And then they went on to score another 16 in the second half. Well, making themselves work really hard defensively here, Singapore. It's a lot of pressure on that back line.
Yeah. It's physically demanding as well to play this kind of game where you need to defend most of the time. You need to manage those spaces in front of you, to the side of you as well. Especially this, the number 13. Seems like there's something wrong with him. Well, he was signaling to his bench that he couldn't take the throw-in because of his back.
Well, he's gone down here. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, he's taking the opportunity now to just go down, and it looks like he's going to need some treatment. He looks to be in quite a bit of trouble. Not quite sure what happened there with Zarif Zoda. Is he having some pain in his lower back?
Yeah.
There you go, getting some treatment.
I think this is perfect for Singapore to take a breather and really to catch their breath and reorganize certain things. Oh, it does look like
Gonna have to make another change.
His time in the game is gone.
So this is the second opportunity to make a change now. This is, from a tactical perspective, going to make things very interesting for Marco Rajini later on in this match, as David Maksudov is coming on, at number 20.
Corner being played in, headed away by Singapore.
Maksudov onto the pitch. There is Rozikov.
Rozikov not happy with the challenge, telling the referee that the start was up again. To which the referee replied to stop complaining and get on with the game.
Khudoydodov. Twisting and turning, sending a cross into the area. Sarvin Raj helps it forward. It's going to come back their way again. Here is Sarvin Raj. Sides against carrying it forward this time. We'll try and build once more. Pei. Immediately under pressure. Pei doing well to hang on to it. In real need of a nice spell of possession here, Singapore. And just as I say that, turn it over.
It's not the pass, it's the control, right? I mean, you are at the corner over there. Your team is in need of possession, a bit longer spell of possession. You can't let your team down with those type of control.
Oh, nicely done by Harith Danish. He's perhaps been the brightest spark for Singapore.
Yeah, I think Starch is a clean. He knows exactly what to do in those positions, but he needs to be in control of the ball so much more for him to create an influence.
Ibrahim Zoda.
Good work by 14, Nikhil Ian, defensively. I think he has brought a lot of work rate there in midfield for the Singapore team.
Both players went sliding in, and it's Singapore who get the free kick. Yellow card here for Ramazan Bakhtaliev.
The two number 14s coming together, and 14 from Tajikistan getting that yellow card.
Was it a yellow?
I think it's a bit too soft for a yellow. I think both of them had enough right to go for it. He was a little late, but not enough for a yellow. And again, the ball is being played up.
Well, Mohammad Helmi also not getting any service. Here's Sarvin Raj, chance to finally run at this Tajikistan defense. Harith, good play. Miscommunication means it's turned over.
If you look at the centre backs of Tajikistan, both of them are pretty much towering over Singapore's number 9, Hilmi. And every ball up, you wouldn't expect him to win the ball as well. So you play the direct ball, first ball you can't win it, second ball you must be near enough to win it as well. And you must not allow the Tajikistan players to have a free header so that they can control it and pass it to their own teammate for the second ball. So it's tough now, tactically, for Singapore, because direct one is not really pretty much happening for them. It's not successful. And even if they try to win the second ball, they're not near enough, or the Tajikistan players are getting the first ball into a more comfortable position for them to control.
Yeah, again, that's a very nice from Harith Danish, I have to say, showing some really good quality in possession. He has been Singapore's best player. Doesn't look out of place at all.
Yep.
Ray Pei has also shown good quality with it. Just hasn't had a chance to progress possession much, but if you give it to him, he's able to hang on to it under pressure, for the most part anyway. And most importantly, it's still just 1-0 to Tajikistan. So if it stays this way going into the break, and I think the message will very much be a pretty positive one.
Yeah, exactly. I think they still have a chance. They still have a good chance. They have limited the chances for Tajikistan to a minimum. Maybe two, 3 on target, just that. And they are trying to go forward. They are trying to get the ball into the penalty box. It's just not as successful as they thought they would be. But maybe it's time also for a change in how they attack, right? Play the ball on the ground a little bit more, get the players who are good on the ball more involved. We have the captain, our number 10, Harish Danish. We have Ray Pei, who's pretty decent on the ball as well.
Here he is, the number 10, Harith. This is Lut Harith. That shot has taken a deflection. And it's another attempt for Singapore. Not one that was really going to trouble Abu Bakar Rahmankulov. He's not had too much to do.
It could be his first touch of the game for this half.
Could even be his first touch of this tournament. Wouldn't have had too much to do in this first match as well. Nazriev. Here's Nazriev into the area, real danger.
Pretty static defense, Singapore. Nazriev getting into that pocket of space just beside the centre back. Just waiting for the time for his teammate to make that pass to him.
That was Ashur Ali Zoda with the pass into Nazriev, looking to add to his 14 goals. Here comes Singapore, Sarvin Raj down the left. 3 players in the box, and he decided to go for goal. Ambitious. It's another effort, and we into the latter stages of this first half, perhaps starting to see Singapore.
Yeah, I think the game has opened up a little bit more as well. Tajikistan just losing possession pretty easily, and I think that's exactly where we want Sarvin to be, at the attacking third in a 1v1 situation. This is the first time in the game where he has been in that position, a good position as well, and created, I would say, a good chance, but at least tried a shot out of it.
Here come Tajikistan as the goal scorer. Another effort from Hudoy Dodov. Straight into the arms of Jarek Gung. That's turned over. Chance on the break for Singapore again. Harith Danish, the captain, goes from distance. It's a wild effort.
I don't think he was ready for that shot as well. The angle where he took the shot was a little bit awkward. Could have had another touch, at least another touch inside to straighten himself up into a better angle before taking that shot.
What's interesting as well, just see it on that transition. There were only 2 Singapore players breaking forward. As for Tajikistan, defenders quick to recover and get themselves back. There wasn't really much support there for Harith Danish. Only had Muhammad Helmi, but the 2 of them were really outnumbered. So a minimum of 2 minutes to be added on at the end of this first half. Just the 1 goal for Tajikistan. Similar sort of story in Singapore's first match against Oman, before they just fell apart in the second. That's going to be a big test for them, the second 45.
Physically as well, it's going to take its toll, especially when you are in the later stages of the game. You're defending a lot. Mentally, you are being stretched together with your physical side as well. When you look at the Tajikistan players, they are pretty much well built, or better built than the Singaporean players. I think that's where the muscle composition comes in, the endurance. your muscle endurance, and it affects you, especially at this age, 16, 17 years old.
There's been a lot of talk about players and food recently. A famous dish in Tajikistan, plov, also called osh. It is absolutely wonderful. I've had it in Uzbekistan. It's almost like a biryani of sorts, in a sense, just to try and give that description. There's meat in it, there's vegetables in there.
I think over there it's cold, right? And that's how they keep themselves warm with the food, especially eating red meat as well.
Just a bit of culture being shared here as we head towards the halftime break. Looking for a movement from Helmi. Was his coach? Toledano Flores. So, whistle goes for half-time here at Bishan Stadium. Not too bad of a first half from Singapore's perspective, just the one goal in it. They've conceded a lot of possession and territory. And Tajikistan have had their opportunities. An early goal scored by Khudoydodov in the 4th minute of this match. It's the one that makes the difference at half-time here at Bishan Stadium. It's Tajikistan 1, Singapore 0. Welcome back to Bishan Stadium. Half-time here between Singapore and Tajikistan. Just the one goal in it from the first half. Darsho Khudoydodov with the opening goal in the 4th minute as we have a look at the highlights, and there it was, Hide.
Well, it was a good start by Tajikistan here, especially with a different set play routine. Every single player was just trying to stay focused in the penalty box, allowing Khudoydodov with a free shot at goal. I don't think it was a fantastic shot as well. It was quite central, but I don't think Jared managed to have a clear look of that shot. Saw it a little late and not managing that save.
Another opportunity here for Tajikistan in the 27th minute. Ramazan Bakhtaliev with the effort, forcing a good save from Jarek.
This was a good save from Jarek. You look at this 2v1 situation here, knew that there wasn't anyone to play to in the 6-yard box, played it backwards, and a good shot as well from his teammate.
And here in the 42nd, an opportunity for Singapore. One of the rare chances that they had in that first half. Mutarid with his effort deflected and straight at the goalkeeper.
Quite a tame effort, but again you can see the interplay between these players in the attacking third, releasing Mutarid before his shot being taken. And we need to see more of that, especially in the second half.
Well, some good work in the combinations there, and that's much tidier, much neater from Singapore's perspective. And as you mentioned, Hide, we want to see a lot more of that in the second 45 from the home side. Just a minute after that one, Nazriev would have an opportunity here after some tidy work down the right-hand side. Patient play in possession from Tajikistan, and then the pass from Ashur Ali Zoda into Nazriev was a hit just wide.
Well, these two players, the number 9 and the number 7, combining to good effect. Really patient as well. Look at the players just taking their time to go forward, taking the time to play the right ball at the right time. In the end, Nazriev just really not putting the ball exactly where it's supposed to be. It's quite a snapshot there. It's out wide.
And then late on in the first half, Khudoydodov with another opportunity here. Again, it was on target, but Jarek was well positioned.
He was on his weaker foot, his right foot. He's playing on the right-hand side. A left footer playing on the right-hand side. Second touch, just setting it up on the right side. Not really troubling the goalkeeper, direct to his arms as well.
So at this stage in their first match against Guam, Tajikistan were leading by 17 goals to nil. Just one in the first 45 against Singapore, as we have a look at some of the numbers.
Well, in terms of possession, 62%. It could have been more for Tajikistan. 9 attempts at goal, only 3 on target, and of which 1 was the goal. Just 1 corner kick as well. And I think with the numbers, you can pretty much sense the game was pretty much dominated by Tajikistan.
It was in that sense, but still just the 1 goal in it. So more hope for Singapore in the second half to potentially get themselves back into this clash. 2 more games coming up for you in the AFC U17 Asian Cup Saudi Arabia 2025 qualifiers. Big one between Tajikistan and Oman on Sunday at 5 p.m. and then Singapore in action against Guam to close things off at 8 p.m. kickoff in that fixture. Both matches taking place here at Bishan, and we will come back after this break for the second half between Singapore and Tajikistan. Welcome back to Bishan Stadium for this fixture between Singapore and Tajikistan. It's match day 2 of the AFC U17 Asian Cup Saudi Arabia 2025 qualifiers. Tajikistan leading by a goal to nil. Aidarsho Hudoydodov with the only goal in the 4th minute. He is coming off at half-time along with Ramazan Bakhtaliev. Tajikistan taking the opportunity. Pretty smart from Marco Ragini to make those changes at half-time, keeping his players fresh and also using an opportunity at half-time, which doesn't count to the 3 chances that he has to make 5 substitutions. So 2 players coming on for Tajikistan there during the break. Jafoev Umed, who scored a hat-trick against Guam. He is on, the number 21. And their number 8, Merbon Odilzoda, is also on for Tajikistan ahead of this second half. Still with me in the commentary position is Hide Kames. Hide, what would you like to see from this second half?
Well, from the Singapore side, I definitely like to see them build up a little bit more. I think have some that confidence to build. I think they can, especially when you play against Tajikistan, who don't really press up high that much. And even if they do, I still think that the Singapore players have the quality to beat the press. And this allows more confidence to be flowing within the players themselves. And we should, in turn, get them into the attacking third, playing more to the strength, especially when you have players like our captain Harith Danish, Ray Pei, and also Savin Raj, who are good on the ball. Savin Raj being in a position where he plays on the left-hand side, likes to take on players. I haven't really seen that much from him today, but and again, second half, let's hope he gets more into the game, play more to his strength, or play more to the strength of the team rather than just hitting it forward, because it hasn't been really successful in the first half. And I think for Tajikistan, they pretty much know that they are the superior team, and they haven't really stamped their authority in the attacking third against the Singaporean side, especially the striker, Muhammad Nazriev. Pretty quiet, had maybe 1 chance or 2 in the first half, but pretty much kept at bay by the Singaporean defense.
Here we go, second half underway here at Bishan Stadium. So Singapore in red, going from right to left on your screens, up against Tajikistan in white. Going from left to right. That's a great turn from Ray Pei.
Half-time substitutions for Tajikistan.
Sarvin Raj.
14, Ramazan Bakhtaliev, replaced by 8.
Back with Singapore's number 12, Sarvin.
And 11,
floated into the area for the number 9, Mohamed Helmi. He hasn't seen too much of the ball in that first half. We're looking to try and provide him a bit more service, along with Harith Danish, who's playing in behind him. We've seen some real good moments of quality from Singapore's number 10.
Well, you can't really expect anything more from our striker, the number 9, Mohamed Helmi Sharul, pretty much isolated up front. Every time the ball is being played to him, it's not really directly to him. He needs to really contest, go on the duels, which if you look at him physically against his direct opponents, he's not going to be, I mean, chances are he's not going to be winning the ball. Well, it could tactically as well for Tajikistan. I think they have won 33-0 previously. They need to win this one in whatever fashion, right? They are still going to have a goal difference of 30, at this point 34, and they're going to go into the big one with, I think, more rest and trying to maintain that freshness and energy, because they are playing like 3 games in 6 days.
Yeah.
So, which is hugely important as well. That's another aspect of the game that you need to think about when you are managing competition like this.
It's a real test of the conditioning levels. Not too much of an opportunity for recovery really, with just how close the matches are to each other.
It's the work that is being done pre-tournament is hugely important now. And of course, during the tournament itself, it's just getting them fresh, getting them to recover, getting them to sleep as much as possible and rest as much as possible as well. Nazrulo Ashura Lizoda taking the corner kick.
It's floated in, lots of elevation on that one. Headed away by Shafrel, who's actually had a pretty decent game.
Yeah.
The number 5 for Singapore in central defence. Well, you mentioned Zoda. Ashurali Zoda as well in the side. Here is Ibrahim Zoda. Shoaib cutting across it. Is that going to be kept in play? Nope, it's gone out for a goal kick. I just wanted to highlight those names, and I spoke about Plov earlier, a bit of culture from that part of the world, Tajikistan, at the Osh. As we have a look at this, I'll come back to the point I was going to make in just a bit.
Well, the ball being played across. His speed is driving it into the penalty box. It's a bit too much with that cross.
It's going back to those names, which have the suffix Zoda. Now that is usually derived from the father's first name. So Zoda is for males, and Zodagi for females. So for instance, Ali Zoda would mean son of Ali. There you go. Opportunity for Singapore, yeah! Oh, what a chance! And he didn't know anything about that at all, but it's come off his head. Helmi with the header, so unlucky in that situation.
Well, for the first time in the game, you see an overlapping run by Luth Harith on the left-hand side here. Fantastic cross in here. Ooh. The goalkeeper was beaten by the cross. I think Hilmi definitely could have done better with that in guiding in the opposite direction instead. Really lucky for Tajikistan.
Well, it's off the top of Rozikov's head.
Now that is going to get the crowd going. And of course, hopefully it gets the players going as well for the Singapore team.
That's much better from Singapore's perspective. Nice work. Delivery there, giving Abu Bakar Rahmonkulov just something to think about.
Pretty decent delivery from the number 6. And the Rifki. Again, look at this overlapping run. Good timing of pass from Savin Raj. Good cross as well. Really unlucky for Singapore not to get the equalizer. He jumped up high. Good hang time as well. Just not enough guidance in that header. Oh, look at.
Well, it was Nazriev broken forward there, and referee just allowed play to continue until it went out. He's gone down clutching his face here, David Maksudov.
Well, there were 2 instances where they had 2 clashes. I think one was involving our captain, Harith Danish. Both teams not really happy now. Let's look at it again between these 2 players. Number 20.
Oh, there was a swing of the left arm into the back of his head, and then another one.
And another one.
So he had his jersey pulled there. Harith Danish. Twice. So there's no VAR, so it's down to the 4 officials here to try and figure this one out. And the fourth official has stepped in to the field of play. Jack Morgan from Australia is having a word with S.A. Shashanka Madhushanka of Sri Lanka, the match referee.
Now he's going for the back pocket.
And it's a red card, straight red for Harith Danish, which is incredibly disappointing from Singapore's perspective. And it's back-to-back red cards.
That's ill discipline for you. I think he should know better. Well, he's the captain. Team needs him.
Both captains have been sent off now, by the way.
The team needs him, especially now when you need to get something out of the game. Well, he can't complain about the pool. I mean, that's part and parcel of the game. There's no way you have to retaliate in that manner as well.
Well, it wasn't there. It was earlier. And the replay we had earlier from Harith Danish was caught up in an altercation with David Maksudov, and there were a couple of swings of the arm from Harith Danish.
I think there was 3 separate actions from Harith Danish on the same player. It's really tough when you're defending with 11 players. Right now, Singapore is defending with 10.
Well, it's Nikhil now who's been given the armband for Singapore. Well, it could be a very long evening now.
Well, we have seen situations where team with 10 players somehow gets the energy and momentum to get the equalizer.
That's incredibly silly, though.
Yeah, really silly from the number 10. Well, he was a bright spark in the first half. Pretty much we were looking at him to try to create something for the team.
Things just getting better for Tajikistan. That's Maksudov. Shoaib. First time cross is cleared away by Shafrel. Helmi needed to make that stick. Got that acceleration down the left. It's come off him last. Ibrahim Zoda.
You can see a difference as well physically. Not just in size, but also in terms of how fast and how quick they move, the Tajikistan players.
This is the red. This is the red.
This is the first one. That's the second. And that's the third.
Was there a swing of the arm from Maksudov before all of that happened that perhaps wasn't spotted by the officials?
Yeah, I mean, without VAR, it's difficult to tell for the officials.
Only had one swing of the arm, and Harith pretty much, he, as you said, had about 3. And it's so important that Singapore find a way to hang on to possession when they can.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good closing down from Sarvin Raj. That's excellent work rate. Let's pay. Lut with the cross. Again, invited to get forward, Lut Harith. Got a long sprint back, the number 3.
Ooh, did he get that ball? Because the ball was traveling to the direction that he was tackling towards. Here's another look at it. Ah, no, he didn't get that ball.
There's Nikhil, who's with the Young Lions. Bodil Zoda. That's Rozikov, who denied Singapore the opportunity for an equalizer. I don't think he knew too much about it, just came off the top of his head, but it's a credit to him because he actually got himself back in behind his goalkeeper. It's a last-ditch effort. Desperate defending, but it worked.
Well, he realized that the goalkeeper was out, trying to claim the cross. I mean, as a defender, definitely you have to get back in a position where you be the last defender as well.
There's one for Sarvin Raj to chase down again. That's good closing down from the front. Time for this Singapore side to really stick together. A difficult moment for them in this match. Having lost the captain, Harith Danish, to a red card. And young players on the pitch.
Well, again, we haven't really seen the striker Nazariev at all the whole game. We have seen glimpses of him, but not much. I was expecting more from someone who scored 14 goals in the last game.
A goal drought for Nazariev. 59 minutes without a goal. Those are the headlines. Back home, Mohammad Nazariev without a goal in 60 minutes of action after scoring 14 against Guam.
Well,
that's a shot from range. Now that one from the captain, Sanbekov, stepping forward.
We've seen one from him in the first half. It was quite a bad shot. This one wasn't that bad. It was just above the bar. But again, you need to have a lot of courage and confidence for you to even try to attempt that from that far.
15 attempts in this match, and 5 of them have come for Singapore. 2 of those have been on target. 10 attempts for Tajikistan. 3 have tested Jarek. He's passed 2 of those 3 tests, conceding just the 1 so far.
They don't look sharp enough, Tajikistan, especially in their attacking third. We've seen good movement in the first half, quick, good timing in terms of releasing those passes, but in the second here, it seems like the tempo has died down. They are not really looking to go forward as quickly as possible. I think they are comfortable with the match tempo now, especially when you are having one player advantage.
Maksudov. Amajon Shoev. Ball over the top has been headed on. There's an opportunity here for Tajikistan. He somehow managed to squeeze that through. The number 9, Nazrullah Ashurali Zoda, for his 7th goal in this qualifying campaign.
Really, really happy with his contribution there. Number 9, Nazrullah Ashurali Zoda. The ball behind. Again, these 2 players combining again. Not so sure exactly where the defenders were. Number 6, Andy, not really tracking the player as well. And it was a soft shot. I think the goalkeeper could have made that save as well. Went under his body. Both goals were pretty much soft goals to be conceded.
Well, at an individual level, if you're analyzing that, you look at Jarek and say perhaps he should have done better as a goalkeeper in that situation. There wasn't too much on that shot from Ashur Ali Zoda. But from the team perspective, again, you go back to the fact that perhaps that runner wasn't tracked. Ashur Ali Zoda wasn't tracked with his run into the area.
These are the little things that defines and...
Oh, Ray Pei looks to be in a bit of trouble here. Well, he's picked up an injury. Couldn't quite carry on, and he's had to go down.
Well, these are the mistakes that these players at this age have to learn, that the small details make the difference. Sometimes you don't even know if the player who's making the run is going to receive the ball in the end, but you have to track it.
Let's have a look at this. Ray Pei just pulls up after attempting a sprint, and he's clutching his ankle. Here he is, Hide. Just as he turns to sprint, and something looks like it's gone in his left leg.
I don't think it was cramps, or it is cramps, but it didn't look like there was any rolling of the ankle as well.
There was certainly no challenge that was put in on him. It's always more concerning in those situations when a player just stops on their own. Just doing some work with the ankle here, is testing it out.
Well, they are 2-0 up. They're in a comfortable position. You look at the body language of the coach, he's still demanding so much more from his players. And that's exactly what you want from your team who wants to get themselves into the next round of the qualifiers.
Well, they've still got a very healthy goal difference advantage over Oman. Well, Tajikistan, if they win this, on 6 points. Oman also on 6 points. Now, the likelihood is that Guam are going to be finishing last. Obviously, it depends on what happens between themselves and Singapore in terms of that head-to-head on Sunday. But if they do finish last, Guam finish last, then results against them won't be taken into consideration when it comes to the rankings for the second place teams in the groups. 10 groups, all the winners of the groups qualify, and then you're looking at the 5 best runners-up making it through as well into the Under-17 AFC Asian Cup in Saudi Arabia 2025. Now that's going to come into play as well.
Ray Pei looks comfortable enough to continue.
That's good from Singapore's perspective, and they'll take that as well. Those shots from range not really troubling Jarek.
Well, I think that's exactly what they are planning to do here in the last 30 minutes, just to push the ball as far away from the goal as possible, force them to make mistakes, restrict them to just long-range shots, and somehow be lucky enough to get
It's a heavy coming together. He's back up on his feet. So not too serious in the end, that collision.
I think no one else was saying anything from Tajikistan's bench or even the players on the field.
Merabon Odil Zoda, number 8, who came on at halftime. It's from out wide. It's going to come back out to Ashur Ali Zoda! Off the foot of the post. And that stays in play, does it?
Was a foul being blown?
Doesn't it? Looks like it's a goal kick. Here's that effort from Shurali Zoda.
Well, this guy here has been a thorn in Singapore's side. His positioning, his individual quality as well, with and without the ball, it's absolutely difficult to mark or to defend against.
Might have been offside maybe as the ball comes back in. Anyway, on we go. Here come Tajikistan. That's that freedom of movement for the number 9 Nazrulo Shurali Zoda. That's causing all sorts of problems. You can see him again, the way he's drifting. Very difficult to pick him up. Getting into the area. Pei plays it back out. It was Merubon Odil Zoda with the effort from distance again.
The ball not being cleared to a more comfortable area. And the substitute, Odil Zoda, getting that shot totally off target.
Odil Zoda also playing for Istiklal back home. It's Jafoev Umed. That's an interesting one with Umed Jafoev. He's actually playing with CSK Moscow's under-16s. That's going to be a yellow card here. And it looks like it's for the coach. And apparently he has been arguing for a while now with the fourth official about the sending off of Harith Danish. He's found himself booked by the referee.
Well, I think
all his protest.
I think the red card has been off for more than 10 minutes now. There's nothing for you to argue anymore. Just focus on the game right now and see what you can do to change the game.
But I have to say, the official reason he's been booked is for constantly leaving the designated area, the technical area there, which is quite clearly marked.
Oh, it's a huge area as well, especially in Bishan Stadium.
It's almost right on the edge of the pitch as well, isn't it? That's the passion.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know,
from a coaching perspective, you know what it feels like, right?
Sometimes you just, especially when you are defending further away from you, you have to somehow get a little bit closer to pass your instructions, because sometimes it's just too far and you forget where you stand. Right? Of course, you get warned many times, and I think this is where the assistant coach can come in and, you know, always look at the position of your head coach and, you know, remind, hey, Angel, come back.
There's also potential. You know how we see teams sometimes do this thing where they commit lots of fouls, but they have different players committing fouls so that they don't have bookings for repeated fouling. I wonder if the assistants could take turns to just bend the rules a little bit by stepping out, taking turns to step out of the technical area.
It depends as well, the head coach way of working, right? Sometimes they prefer the assistants to be up. They just want to sit and look.
That's another shot from range.
Well, that's a good catch. You can see 3 Tajikistan players ready to pounce if there was any second ball.
Here they come again, Tajikistan. And Nazriev has been quiet, hasn't he? The number 7.
Yeah, absolutely quiet today. No real chances except one, as far as I can remember, in the first half.
Oh, an injury here for Nikhil. After this challenge from Mohammad Nazriev. Here's another look at this effort from range. So from Rozikov. Again, the central defenders of Tajikistan being given a lot of space to push on with how deep Singapore are defending.
And again, you can't fault Singapore to be defending that deep as well. They lost their captain through a red card. They're down to 10 players. They're pretty much worked their socks off.
been hooked away. Yeah, the number 6, Davlatov, but Singapore back in possession. Ball played into the area. Sarvin Raj gets it back from Lut. Sarvin. It's well defended by Amajon Shoev. Sanbekov. Here he comes, Ashur Ali Zoda, unselfishly into the area. Heavy first touch, allowing Jarek Ng to come out and close down the angles. Well, lack of communication there between Andi Rifki and his goalkeeper.
Jarek Ng not really wanting to get out and collect the ball from his play. Look at this first touch, a bit too much. First touch, he knew exactly where he wanted to put it, just a little bit too far on his right hand side. Look at his play here again, number 9. He's been everywhere. Nasrullah Ashur Ali Zoda, my man of the match so far.
Yeah, player of the match, Nasrullah Ashur Ali Zoda, for his contribution. And the goal drought for Nazriev, the number 7, continues into the 74th minute here.
If you look at how it is in international level, right, how much physical difference it makes for each team. You can see Tajikistan, physically they are more mature. I think tactically they are more mature as well. They understand moments a little bit better. But then they are much faster than Singaporean players. You can see, especially Sarvin Raj, when he plays that 1v1 against the right back, the number 10, it's easy for Amajon Shoev to just shove him aside because of how strong he is and also how much faster he is than Sarvin Raj. And this makes a huge difference at international level, which boils down, or rather brings the debate of, should physical ability be a big part of how you choose players or how you select players in the youth side.
It's an interesting one. Here he comes. That's the effort straight down the middle from Muhammad Nazriev. Pay. Nikhil. Just about enough on that pass out wide. That's a good drop of the shoulder, and he's away here. There's Danny. Good effort, good charge down the right-hand side, and it's given his team and the supporters here a little bit of encouragement.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need at this point, something to spur the team forward. A good timing for him to just wait for the ball to roll, and in the end, getting a hit of the number 2, Rozikov, before pulling it back, and in the end, getting a corner kick out of it. Hey, if you look at the penalty box now, Roshan, you can see the white just swarming over the reds in terms of size and also the numbers.
Swung in with good pace.
Oh.
And they won the header there as well. Ray Pei.
Pretty unconvincing from the goalkeeper here. A lot of players just blocking that path for him to collect the ball. You have 2 blockers right in front of the goalkeeper here.
There's another good quality of the delivery that's come in. It's causing a few issues for Tajikistan.
Number 6 just really whipping it in.
Davlatov. Odil Zoda. Sloppily given away by number 20, Maksudov. Nikhil, Sarvin takes it down well. Lovely touch. Back to Nikhil. Nikhil looking to try and make his way back. Puts in a challenge. Can't win possession. And a defensive block is there. Shafril again with another important intervention.
Ooh, poor pass.
What's he thinking about the performance of his side this evening? Would you say there's been an improvement from the
if you look
last time we saw them? He doesn't look too happy, Marco Ragini.
Yeah, I think the mistakes that Tajikistan have made over the last 15 minutes have been quite glaring. Really simple mistakes, especially when you're not under pressure, you're giving the ball away. I think the number 20, David Maksudov, giving it away to Dani Kalish, and also the number 6, Davlatov, giving the ball away for a goal kick.
That looked to be a foul.
Yeah, definitely.
And the whistle does eventually go.
Well, from the Singapore perspective, I think 2-0 is a respectable scoreline, especially losing your captain early in the second half.
Zandi Rifki. It's pulled back by Shurali Zoda. That's Lutarit. That's good work from Lutarit. A close one. He tried his best to get the contact in the area, Lutarit, but the infringement was just outside the box, and that's where the free kick has been awarded.
Look at how strong these two players are committing themselves. Yeah, he was outside the penalty area. He fell into the box, but the contact started way outside. Yeah.
A for effort?
Yeah, A for effort. A for having that intention as well.
Could be an interesting change coming up for Singapore when they get the opportunity to do so. I'd say it's an attacking one as well, which is good to see. More on that in just a bit. It's been lifted in. Again, there's great quality, and there it is! The goal for Singapore! That's their first of this qualification campaign. And listen to the noise here at Bishan. A big moment for the young Singaporean side. They've taken a lot of criticism, but they've shown some spirit in this contest, and there could be a way back for them in this match.
Well, the quality of the ball we have seen from the number 6, Andy Rifdi, just playing it nicely into the far post. There were blockers again, not allowing the goalkeeper to swing himself across to make that save, or even trying to pick the ball up in the air. And who rose up the highest? Our number 5, Shafril Ariel.
He's had a good game, Shafril Ariel, on the score sheet, and that should give his team a lift. Let's see though if Just wakes up Tajikistan, perhaps, fires them up a little bit more.
Well, they have slowed the game down tremendously, especially when you know that they can play play a higher tempo. And here you have them really attacking from the get-go.
That's number 15, Ibrahim Zoda. Winning corner. Well, forget that one change. There are going to be 3 changes coming up for Singapore. Tajikistan also making a change here. Nazriev is off, and he will be replaced by number 18, Asadbek Maktumov.
Well, pretty much subdued the whole game. Had maybe 3 chances in total. All opportunities wasted. I think he has pretty much hit his quota for the tournament, I guess.
14 goals against Guam, nothing this evening against Singapore. And his night is done. Let's get some congratulations from his coach for his efforts. Headed away by Lut Harith. That's taken a deflection. Danger in the area. Singapore needed to clear their lines. It comes from Sarvin. Sandbekov doing well under pressure. Well, the game is quickened up now. Ako Rajini looks a little bit concerned. Hands on top of his head there. So Singapore still holding off on those changes.
Well, they are defending at this point of time, so close to the goal as well. Wouldn't be a good time for them to make that change. Tajikistan just taking their own sweet time.
There we go. Shoaib goes to the far side of the area. What a great clearance. Shot comes back in. Good save from Jerakung. Effort from Maksudov.
Just bringing the ball back to his right foot. Jerak just scrambling across.
Outswinger. Got a shot fired in. And that should be it. A brilliant effort from Ashur Ali Zoda. Great technical quality. Rifle that in at the near post.
A lovely, lovely player, this boy, the number 9, Nazrullah Ashur Ali Zoda. He waited for the ball to just really travel from the corner flag before rifling it into the back of the goal. No one really pretty much got to the ball. Here he was, putting it on the bottom left. Really good first time take from the number 9 here.
Substitutions for Singapore.
Went all the way through to Ashur Ali Zoda. Remembered his technique.
Yeah.
Got his body over the ball, didn't he?
Exactly.
Beautifully done. Precision and power on that strike from this young man. 2 goals on the night. He's been quality. Nazrullah Ashur Ali Zoda.
Not just his goals, I think his contributions through his team. He was playing in pretty much all positions, trying to dictate, get involved, influence, and also at certain points in the game he was defending as well. Absolutely lovely player to have in your team.
Well, in all of that, there have been 3 changes for Singapore. Ray Pei has come off to be replaced by number 22, Mohammad Zaki. Number 7, Erdi Takib is also on for Sarvin Raj. And The number 19, Dani Kalish, has been replaced by Uchenna Eziakor. Fresh legs for Singapore late on in this contest. Injury here for the number 21 for Tajikistan, Jafoev Umed. Plays his club football in Russia. Jostling in the box. Andy Rifki looking to put in more quality. That's another good delivery. Well,
Really
the
good
deliveries
delivery.
from
Wow,
the set
yeah.
pieces have been excellent.
I think his consistency of delivery has been fantastic.
Now one from the other side now. Lut Harit has gone across to take it with the left foot, looking for the in-swinger. The referee just reminding the players that he's keeping a close eye on things in the 6-yard box. Yes, Lut Harit. That's gone deep again. Wow, plenty of whip being produced, and it's needed a reaction from Abu Bakar Rahmonkilov.
Well, the ball was whipped to the far post. Could it have gone in if no one touched? It's really hard to say.
Almost an Olympico. Well, again, there's a bit of pushing and shoving going on in the 6-yard box. It's a very packed 6-yard box, and there's a yellow card here for Hassan Bekov, who's all smiles.
4 minutes of added time.
It's part of that booking. Minimum of 4 minutes to be added on. Goal here could make things very interesting. A lot of height on that one. It's gone all the way through. Eziakor helps it back into the box. Uchenna. Wriggle his way through. Tajikistan to break forward. As Singapore deal with this, Mohammad Zaki is there. Foul. It's a free kick for Singapore. Number 9, Mohammad Helmi, has gone down.
He's done a lot of the off-the-ball work, Mohammad Hilmi. You don't really see him on the ball, but his contributions without it is absolutely crucial. Just to cover that space, cover those areas where he's supposed to.
It's come to life a little bit, this contest, over the last 10 minutes or so. Lut Harit with the signal, with the ball in. Zaki. That's a good turn. A shot from just outside the area from Erdi Takib.
lovely play here from number 7. Just allowing himself to create that space, but didn't have that curl in that shot to trouble the goalkeeper.
Takib from Singapore Sports School getting an opportunity this evening. Asanbekov, Shoaib. As Maksudov. It's Luth, the header forward. Back with Lutharet. Sends it down the line. That's one for Helmi to chase, and he's not giving up on it. And there's been a lot more fighting spirit from Singapore in this match.
Especially after going down to 10 players.
Well, apparently the coaches on the Tajikistan bench are fighting with each other. The assistant has just walked off. He threw a water bottle and walked off. Not too happy about something. Well, they've come away with the win, the 3 points here, which puts them up to 6 points on the standings, and they'll be leading the table ahead of Oman on goal difference at the moment. The big match coming up between Tajikistan and Oman on Sunday, and that is going to be interesting. But Singapore have done their part tonight, Hide. What have you made of the performance of the home side?
Well, I think Singapore did their really level best to play a very compact and counter-attacking game. Of course, certain spells in possession could have been improved or played better, but I think in terms of effort, you can't really fault the boys from that. And especially really hard losing their captain and playing with 10 players for at least 3/4 of the second half. And I'm pretty sure the boys will be happy with their effort as well.
Well, a good display from the Singapore side, really limiting Tajikistan. Toledano Flores is still looking for answers, and he's gone over to ask Marco Rajini what has happened with that red card. Well, goals from Aidarsho Khudoydodov and Nazrullah Ashurali Zoda scored 2 on the night, making it 3 for Tajikistan, 1 for Shafril Ariel. Means it finishes here at Bishan Stadium. Tajikistan 3, Singapore 1. We'll have a look at the action. Beginning with this opening goal, just 4 minutes in, lifted over the head of Jarek Ng from Khudoydodov.
I think of the 3 goals that Singapore conceded, we had 2, especially the first one here, could have been defended better as well. And this is the start of the second half.
That's right, the 50th minute. Some good play by Singapore down this left-hand side. Sarvin linking up with Lut Harid to put in quality into the area. Finding his number 9, Muhammad Helmi. And it was an effort on target, some last-ditch defending from Rozikov, keeping that one out.
Again, the quality of the cross here was the key. And it beat the goalkeeper, then beat the oncoming or the onrushing defender, number 2, Rozikov. We rarely see this in the game, but when we do, it created a good chance for the Singapore team.
A great chance, that one, for Singapore. And then the second goal here, coming in the 62nd minute from Ashurali Zoda. Flicked on, was a long pass forward, flicked on, and then Ashurali Zoda, his run wasn't tracked on the way past Jarek Ng.
Again, wasn't much in that shot. Really direct play from Tajikistan, and the number 9 just playing it into the bottom of the goal.
And then just 5 minutes after that, Ashurali Zoda with another effort coming off the foot off the post. Could have had a hat-trick or more this evening.
This player, he was everywhere, and this time around his left foot shot really hit the post and as you said, could have had, I think maybe more than that even. Maybe 4 goals in total for this match.
He was quality all night, Nazrullah Ashur Ali Zoda. Another chance here coming up. Again, it's Ashur Ali Zoda who sets it up for his teammate Nazriev. A good save from Jerika.
Yeah, again, Ashur Ali Zoda here just beating the number 6, Andy Rifdi, before playing it to his striking partner. But the heavy first touch was the one that ruined this opportunity for the number 7.
So still 2-0 at this point, and things were made interesting here after this delivery from Andy Rifki onto the head of the number 5, Shafril, for Singapore's first goal in this qualifying campaign.
Well, we have seen good deliveries from the number 6, Andy Rifki, and Shafril having a good game so far, managed to get that elusive goal for Singapore.
Well, hope of potentially a comeback for Singapore was quashed by that goal from Ashur Ali Zoda. A lovely effort in the 86th minute for his second on the night to make it 3-1.
Well, he wasn't in the penalty box. He was lurking out. He was waiting to see what happens. And once the ball got out of the penalty box, he was there, timed his run perfectly for the first time shot.
Opportunity for Singapore straight from the corner late on. Lutharit it was that played that one in, and it needed a save from Abu Bakar Rahmonkulov.
We've seen Andy giving the deliveries from the right, and we've seen Lutharit giving on the left. Pretty much the same. Sorry, since the first half.
Yeah.
63% to 37, 21 attempts at goal for Tajikistan, 10 of them on target, and of which again 3 were goals. Pretty inefficient if you ask me, especially with the amount of dominant play that they've had. But they are in good position, especially with 2 wins on the trot.
Well, there you go, the matches we've had today in the AFC U17 Asian Cup Saudi Arabia 2025 qualifiers. Group J, 18-0 win for Oman over Guam earlier, and a 3-1 win for Tajikistan against Singapore. So this is what it means for the standings. Tajikistan leading the way, and a much superior goal difference ahead of Oman. Both teams 100% at the moment, both on 6 points. Singapore and Guam yet to register a point on the standings. More matches coming up for you. Final round on Sunday. And the big clash is between Tajikistan and Oman. That one kicking off at 5 p.m. And then at 8 p.m. Singapore will be in action against Guam. Well, thanks for joining us for this one from Bishan Stadium. Hope you were entertained by what we've seen this evening between Singapore and Tajikistan. It finishes here, Tajikistan 3, Singapore 1. It's good night for now, but we'll see you on Sunday for more from this qualifying competition.
Ada datang.